my strategy for the whole of winter. Okay, I don't know why I haven't spoken about this since it happened, but this kind of fits into what I'm talking about at the moment, and I'm doing a bit of a fluid montage, mashup, whatever you want to call it, but a lot is on my mind and a lot is coming out of me thought-wise about social media, about perspective, about mindset, about how people approach things, and I have to just get it out, because if I don't get it out, then it just stays there and nobody knows, and the 1% of people that might go, okay, I get it, and the other percentage of people that don't, then it doesn't matter. But you know, with what I've been talking about, making an impact, making a difference, having an impact on somebody's life, perspective, all of these things that I've been doing over the last few weeks, months, years, whatever, it's strange that what I'm about to tell you, story-wise, I don't know why I didn't share it, about a month ago when it actually happened, because it is exactly the prime example of making an impact. Not the stereotypical making an impact, and that's what I'm going to talk about, because everyone thinks to make an impact you have to follow, you have to like, you have to share. That's nowadays, when actually this story I'm about to tell you is exactly how making an impact in someone's life should be done. About a month ago, I was just typical walking to the shops, getting a few bits, and bumped into somebody that I trained at a gym about 3 years ago, an old client of mine. Took me a while to recognise her, but she immediately recognised me. 3 years, 2017's been a while, but she immediately recognised me and was like, hey, how are you? Do you remember me? And I was like, do you remember me? Look at me. So she obviously did. But to remember me, 3 years ago, and she spoke so vividly about the training sessions, and asked me, did you eventually go to Australia? And I was like, yeah, I did. It was amazing, and that put a smile on my face, because even back then, I was talking about Australia. But as people might see from my videos, I've actually gone and done it. I spent a month over there, and so much has happened since. It's been 3 years. But for someone to come up to you and just be like that with you, that's what having an impact on someone's life is. If someone can remember you in that way, that's all it takes. Having an impact on someone's life is not about a like or a follow or a share, social media wise. And I was having a pretty bad month anyway at that time. And that put me in a better mood, because knowing that someone that I had trained doing my job felt that way, and obviously, even after 2-3 years afterwards, you can still reconnect and still go, wow, did my job pretty well, and rekindle, from coach to client. That is cool, making an impact. And it's important to people who think about, or want to have an impact nowadays, that they're realistic about the way to go about it. You can't just share a post, you can't just retweet something, you can't just message someone, you can't just like someone. You have to actually go further than that. And I know it's difficult, but 3 years on from somebody that I had trained, I know it's only one person out of the hundreds of people that I've connected with. Some aren't, some aren't all like that. Some have bad experiences. Some are great. But that's all it takes. Some people go their whole lives thinking, oh my God, how do I make a difference? How do I make an impact? That's all it is. Sometimes it's just as simple as somebody coming up to you in a coffee shop, or coming up to you in the local co-op and just saying, thanks for that. You know, how are you? Yeah, I remember all of it. It was really, really good. That's all it is. And that's all I wanted to say because, you know, I know I've been rambling on the last couple of days and obviously about this kind of stuff, and I don't know why I hadn't shared this sooner, but, you know, I'm glad I did because it's, you know, it's kind of relevant and I think I should. And Nathan has had a little delivery. Winter, come at me, bro.